Today we will be talking about fair use and Creative Commons. First, let's focus in on the idea of fair use. Media literacy includes both perceptive and productive dimensions, encompassing critical analysis and communication skills, particularly in relationship to mass media, popular culture, and digital media. Media literacy can be taught and learned. It is implicated everywhere one encounters information and entertainment content. Fair use provides us with the conditions under which you can use material that is copyrighted by someone else without paying royalties. Fair use is a use right more so to certain information with no payment or permission. There is not a particular fair use formula, however, there are four considerations to keep in mind as a reference to the fair use policy. Nature of use, the nature of the work used, the extent of the use, and finally, its economic effect. There are 5 principles of best practices to consider in regards to fair use. One is employing copyrighted material in media literacy lessons. Under fair use, educators using the concept maps and techniques of media literacy can illustrate material from the full range of copyrighted sources and make them available to learners in the class, workshops, in informal mentoring, as well as teaching settings, and on school-related websites. Number 2. Employing copyrighted material in prepping curriculum materials. Educators can use all of the following tools: clips, copies, samples of contemporary mass media or popular culture, when teaching concepts and techniques of media literacy. Number 3. Sharing media literacy curriculum materials. Teachers using techniques and concepts of media literacy should have the right to share effective examples of media and meaning with other educators themselves. Number 4. Student use of copyrighted materials in their own academic and creative work. Students should be given the freedom to modify, represent, and incorporate media objects within their own work. The opportunity to do so can foster and deepen their awareness of the constructed nature of all media. Number 5. Developing audiences for student work. Teachers will come to a conclusion to share their student work in a way which demonstrates ethical values and sound pedagogy. If a student work incorporates, modifies, and represents existing media content in a way which meets the standards of transformativeness, the distribution of work would meet the doctrine of fair use. Now, let's shift over from fair use to the idea of Creative Commons. Creative Commons provides a free, public, and standardized infrastructure that creates a balance between the reality of the Internet and the reality of copyright laws. The Creative Commons provides a set of tools and copyright licenses which strive to create a balance of the strictness forced by the copyright laws today. Creative Commons presents a some rights reserved approach, which allows for people to keep somewhat of a copyright on their creations, but allows for others to be able to use these things as well. Creative Commons allows users to copy, distribute, edit, remix, and build upon data found on the Internet. Creative Commons has given us all the opportunity to exercise our copyright in more ways than ever before. The creator does with their work whatever they would like. Those are the only requirements of Creative Commons. One quote which I really liked that I found on the Creative Commons website said that Creative Commons is a bridge to the future. We are moving from thinking about content to thinking about community. Let's talk a little bit about the Creative Commons licenses. The Creative Commons licenses allow people to share their creativity, which allows for others to learn from it and be inspired from it. Creative Commons is an alternative to fair use. All licensors can get credit for their work. Licensors can choose to grant additional permissions when deciding how they want their work to be used. Owners have the option to allow commercial use and if they want to allow derivative works or not. If the licensor decides derivative works are acceptable, they have the option to choose how that work is to be made available under the same license terms as well. This is known as share-alike, which is a mechanism that when used helps digital commons to grow over time. Licenses by Creative Commons requires licensees to get access by the licensor to do anything with the original work that the law does not expressly allow.